Good afternoon, YTPC. Thank you for joining me on the Hyde Park Pipe Pavilion. It is a chilly afternoon here in Chicago, and I'm really glad that I busted out the hoodie because I did not check the weather before I came out. Slightly regret just wearing shorts, but it's fine. My Scottish blood will keep me warm. It's fine. It's actually a scientific fact that if you have a certain percentage of Scottish blood, your legs will not freeze. It's true. Everything else will. As long as you have some form of sleeve, and if you are bare from the knee down, you will survive any climate. That's not true at all, but I found it humorous. So, the purpose of my video today is actually my first VR. I haven't done one of those before, but I've wanted to a lot, from specifically a channel called Yardism. Sorry, head hackaloogie. TMI, right? Sorry. Yeah, it's a VR2 channel called Yardism. I can't recall the guy's actual name, if he's even given it, but he poses lots of questions, and I comment on as many as I can because they're really funny. He's a funny dude. Some of them are really serious, some of them are funny, whatever. So this is the first time I've had a minute to actually make a VR, and I'm going to pull out my cheat sheet here. So his question that I'm responding to is, what film best encapsulates an era? He said that he believed Fast Times at Ridgemont High was one that best encapsulated the 80s. Well, I can't really relate. I don't really get 80s movies. I was born in the 80s, only technically in the second half of 89, so doesn't really count. I'm pretty much a 90s kid. Oh. Salt Lift Medium English, been the #1 legend, with a double Americano. Man, I need a stand. This is annoying. Having to one-hand this shit. I want to have a pipe in one hand and coffee in the other. That's America. Much better. So, he said Fast Times at Ridgemont High was the best that encapsulated the 80s to him. Also The Breakfast Club. I haven't seen Fast Times. I know, especially with me being kind of a movie nerd. But I have seen The Breakfast Club, and I think that one was pretty good for that. So I can't really relate to the 80s, being a 90s kid. And even though I was a kid through the 90s, those were definitely my formative years. So I'm going to say that for the 90s, the film that best encapsulated that era is Clerks. It is one of my personal favorites. I think it just perfectly represented like the 90s counterculture, and also that not only the era of the 90s, that decade, but also like that age. Men in their early to mid 20s of just like, you know, even like as a young kid, just like picking up on what was going on in pop culture and TV. There was like some level of questionable existentialism through the 90s that just seemed to be the thing, you know. And like some of my favorite shows I still watch that I love on Netflix are from the 90s, and you get that vibe from it, you know. The sorts of questions that are asked, and just the way people carry themselves. And I think Clerks is a great representative because it's like, I love that it was a low budget film. You know, Kevin Smith, he's just a very funny person, very funny guy. And, you know, when I say that not only it encapsulates the era, but also that age of, fuck it, whatever, I'm in my 20s, and I spend all my time working at a convenience store. It's my day off. I just close this bitch and then open, and my boss isn't here yet. Hell yeah, I'll lock the doors and play hockey for a couple hours. Hell yeah, I'll check out and go to a classmate's funeral. Hell yeah. Oh, what did Randall do? So there was his buddy Randall who worked at the video store. He was always hanging out at the shop. They'd shoot the shit about Star Wars and just other various things. So I'm going to try not to go too long with this. But I think Clerks is a film that best encapsulates the 90s. So that's about that. I don't want to go too long with this. I have a tendency to cut off and ramble. So, long and short of it, what film best encapsulates the era I'm going with is the 90s. Best film to encapsulate it is Clerks. And it's just something that really, like, suits my sense of humor. Mr. Yardism, I hope that this video finds you, and I hope we can carry on this commentary. Thank you all for watching. Damn it. I forgot to write down my newest subscribers. Damn it. I always do this. I'm sorry. Thank you for my several new subscribers, and a big thank you to Ghost Cobb for, he did a shout out to me. He does this thing called Find 5 Friday, where he finds, like, up-and-coming YouTubers in the pipe community, and then he gives them a shout, and then spreads them out through his, like, hundreds of subscribers. So, thank you, Ghost Cobb, for that shout out, and thank you for helping me connect with more people. Thanks y'all so much for watching. Until next time, Southside Piper, signing off.